Pushing Back the Shadows, support and awareness for mental health. Hello and welcome to episode 52 of the Pushing Back the Shadows podcast. My name's Alex Davis, I'm the founder of Pushing Back the Shadows. So just before we crack into today's content, I did want to make a quick apology for not releasing an episode last week. I wasn't very well, so didn't really have the opportunity to record anything. But thankfully, all things better now, completely on the mend, and let's crack on with today's topic. So, this week we've had our World Mental Health Day, 2018. Yeah, and it was something that's really gone around on Twitter, on Facebook, other social media platforms. Something that has really, I was going to say, been heavily advertised. It's not so much an advertisement, but it's been something that's been very prominent over the last couple of days. You know, what with the run-up into it and people saying, oh, it's coming up, what are you going to do? But I find, and you can call me a party pooper if you want, but I find there's a problem with this concept. Okay? I mean, we have loads of them, don't we? I did a quick Google search just before this to get a few ideas of what other awareness days are out there. I mean, you can think of, straight off the bat, you can think of things like the Eating Disorder Awareness Day or Week, Autism Awareness Month, Lupus Awareness Month, and there are so many more, you know, Alcohol Awareness, or Dementia Awareness, so many different awareness things. I mean, I looked at a quick calendar on one of the search results on Google, and they had about 8 or 9 different things in 1 month, different awareness things. And some of them were, you know, kind of like higher education awareness or whatever. But others were kind of more on the serious side, like Black History awareness, as I said, alcohol awareness, drug awareness, and things like that. And on the face of it, they sound like really good things, don't they? It's raising awareness for a particular topic. And it might only be a day, might be a week, might be a month. But they're raising that awareness. And one thing that we do say is that raising awareness is one of the most important things that we can do. Because you raise the awareness, it raises the profile of whatever it is we're campaigning for. That then in turn helps us raise more awareness, which raises the profile further, and so on and so forth. And that's really good. It raises the profile, more people are interested, and it helps further whatever cause it is that we're fighting for or campaigning for. But the problem comes when we make such a big deal out of 1 day, or 1 week, or 1 month. See, the trouble is it time boxes it. You know, Mental Health Awareness Day, Bipolar Awareness Week, Autism Awareness Month. It time boxes it. It's almost like giving the world a free pass to say, okay, we'll be interested in it for this week, and then, yeah, it can do one. We don't want to know. Because every single day needs to be Autism Awareness Day, Mental Health Awareness Day, Alcohol Awareness Day. Whatever awareness we're campaigning for, it needs to be daily. Not just 1 day in a year, or a week a year. It needs to be happening every day. Now, okay, this concept of World Mental Health Day is an opportunity. It gives you an already set up stage, if you like, for you to stand on and say, right, look, this is what it means, this is what needs to happen. But is that all it is? the one-time opportunity of a stage. It can be great for promoting our cause, but do we do more than that? Do we make it more than just a day or a week, a single isolated event? I may get into trouble for this one, and I'm actually very good at getting myself into trouble normally. You just ask Cheryl, on any given day I'm threatened with a smack for being cheeky or something like that. I always get myself into trouble. But anyway, this whole concept of Me Too, you've seen it on Twitter, the hashtag Me Too, which is where people are documenting their things that have happened to them that kind of fall into the category of abuse. It's kind of following Brett Kavanaugh's trial, where he's been accused of rape. And it's kind of taken by storm. Everybody's saying Me Too, Me Too, Me Too. And it's going on every day. Every single day, more people are adding to that hashtag. And while on one hand it's sad that there are so many people who've been affected in this way, at the same time, it's good that it's continuous. You know, it's not kind of a World Me Too Day, but it's been a continuous thing. And this is something that we could really learn from. Instead of it being World Mental Health Day, we make every day a mental health day. Every day, hashtag mental health. I'm not saying that there aren't people who do this every day, but what I'm saying is, with that hashtag Me Too, everybody, not just like, you know, particular abuse survivors as advocates, but everybody is getting involved. Everybody is sharing their story. And okay, some of them might be under a pseudonym, because on social media we can use different pseudonyms. But everybody's getting involved. Everybody is sharing their story. And I've mentioned before, there is a tendency for people to kind of look at what the work we do as advocates and think, okay, well they're an advocate, they've got, you know, so many followers, they've got so much traction in this field, how can I compare? And yet we don't need to. As long as we all get involved and we all do it, every voice counts. So maybe we need to take a leaf out of the book of the hashtag Me Too campaign. Because if everybody, not just advocates, but if everybody gets involved, we can make every day a World Mental Health Day. But that's not the only reason I've got a problem with it. And I'll come on to that in just a second. You're listening to Pushing Back the Shadows. So why else is World Mental Health Day a problem? Now, you might call me like a gloomy gus or a party pooper or something, and do you know what? Go ahead. Because this is the joy of being an advocate. These are my views. They don't necessarily reflect everybody else's views, but I can guarantee there's somebody out there somewhere who will agree with me. So World Mental Health Day, it allows it to be isolated, which we've already discussed. You know, it's one day a year, one day a month, whatever. And everybody can take interest for that day, but then they can just forget about it. They don't need to pay attention. But more than that, it doesn't just isolate it. It makes it stand out, and that isn't always a good thing. Hear me out on this one. So, yes, making it stand out to raise awareness is a good thing. It can promote understanding. It can promote more support for those who are struggling. However, by turning it into this global campaign, or even just a national campaign, it marks it out as something, hey guys, we need attention here, come and have a look. Now, I'm explaining this quite badly, but it's one of those things where it stops being normal. Yeah? I'll give you a few examples. I mentioned Black History Month. Well, you don't tend to hear much about White History Month. Alcohol awareness. Well, you don't hear about sobriety awareness. Mental health awareness. You don't tend to get many physical health awareness days. Or even those who are just kind of, getting by. They're in fine physical health. Things like maybe, I don't know, White Supremacist Day. National Trump Day. Or Hillary Clinton Day, I don't know. And for the record, this is not me saying that I agree with every one of those things I've just listed. Because I don't. White supremacism is just nonsense. But that is kind of the thing that I'm trying to communicate here. To be white, to be black, to be otherwise, it's normal. It's okay. Black people are not an ethnic minority anymore. I know it gets touted around the media, whenever a white person gets shot or whenever a black person gets shot, you hear about one more than the other. But it's kind of the whole equal rights thing. Black people, white people, men, women, everybody is meant to be equal. So why then are we promoting things like mental health on a particular day where it's kind of making it a point that it's not normal? We don't talk about it the other days. It's not normal. It's not good. Because everybody has mental health. Some people have great mental health, some people don't. Some people have a mental health condition, some people don't. We all have mental health. And yet, we take a specific day in the year, or a month, or a week, whatever we take, and we talk about depression, anxiety, bipolar, as though they're not normal. Okay, we can argue the point of normal, what is normal? Nobody's normal. But you get what I'm trying to say. Whatever terminology you use, and whatever way you look at it, we're promoting it as something that isn't ordinary, normal, current. And yet, it should be. It should be considered to be normal. 1 in 4 people suffer with a mental health condition. 1 in 4 in the UK alone. Does that not make it normal? So, what should we do instead? Well, we should make every single day a World Mental Health Awareness Day. And that doesn't mean going out with, banners and social media campaigns and marches like they have in the LBGT rallies. We should be raising awareness for the people around us every day. And that doesn't mean, emblazoning it on our chest, going, look, I have a mental health condition. We should take the opportunities where they come. If people ask about it, we talk about it. If people want to know more, we tell them. If people are struggling, we support them. Because sometimes making a big deal out of it can actually make it worse. Because we're then scrutinised. People wait for us to make a mistake so they can go, oh, well, look, you know. It's like the minute somebody who commits, I don't know, a mass shooting, the minute it's discovered that they have a mental health problem. Oh, mental health is bad, mental health is dangerous, it's bad, no, we can't do this. And how much of that is actually our own doing? How much of that comes from the fact that we make such a big deal out of a World Mental Health Day? Are we sending the right messages? So, my challenge that I issued for World Mental Health Day was, don't look at the big picture. Don't look at the grand scheme of things. Don't look to engage hundreds of thousands of people and talk to them about mental health. Yeah, if you can do that, great, fine. But focus on where you are, the community you live in or work in. What difference can you make there? You see, you don't have to be capable of changing the views of 100 or 1,000 people. Changing the life of one person is more important than converting thousands. So let's make every day a mental health day. Let's normalise it, so that mental health, both good and bad, can be talked about in the same way that people say that they're fighting fit or they're poorly. You and me, let's change this concept. Let's make it better. Are you with me? You've been listening to Pushing Back the Shadows. To find out more, head over to pushingbacktheshadows.com and hit subscribe to get all of our latest updates straight to your inbox. Alternatively, connect with us on Facebook, which is facebook.com/AlexDavisPBTS, or you can visit us on Twitter at AlexDavisPBTS. Enable Pushing Back the Shadows to continue supporting people in the mental health community, their friends and their family. By pledging just $1 a month, you could help us to continue supporting people with depression, with anxiety, with bipolar and other mental illnesses. You can also unlock exclusive rewards, behind the scenes, sneak previews of upcoming posts and much, much more. So head over to www.patreon.com/AlexDavisPBTS to find out more.